everyone. So this is the 13th session of the Advances in Food Analysis, and the topic which we'll be covering today is particle size analysis. So what basically is particle size analysis? Particle size analysis is a physical property of the compound which influences the stability, solubility and processability. The unit of a particle size is micrometer. There are different methods for the determination of the particle size, which are as follows: microscopy, sieving method, sedimentation method, sensing zone method, light scattering method and surface area method measurement method. The selection of the method is mainly based on the following, that is nature of the compound, solubility, toxicity, flowability, cost and specification requirements. The type of diameters. What are the different type of diameters? Martin's diameter. This is the length of the line which bisects the particle. Ferret's diameter is the distance between the two tangents of a particle. And projected area diameter. This is the diameter of the circle having the same area as that of the particle. Methods of particle size analysis. Microscopy. The principle of the basic method is to observe the particle size directly by using a microscope. This is helpful in measuring the particle size within a range of 0.2 micrometer to 1000 micrometer. This method is performed by mounting a sample on a ruled cell and placed for observation. This method is relatively inexpensive and small sample quantity are required. This method has the following limitations. It is time consuming. It does not have the depth of a particle, it is very low output and no individual particle analysis. To overcome all these disadvantages, advanced methods of the microscopic techniques are used. These include the transmission and electronic microscopic methods. They have the following advantages. The individual particles are examined by these methods. Particle shape is measured, provide faster analysis, is accurate and is sensitive. The sieving method. This method was first used by Arbulo and Diodoff for the particle size analysis and tablet formulations. It is based on the gradings of different sizes of the particles by using different standard sieves. The method involved shaking the sample powder for a standard period of time. For accurate analysis, a set of sieves are arranged in a nest and the accuracy weight sample is allowed to pass through the sieves. After a definite period of time, the powder retained in each sieve is weighed. This method is applicable for the determination of the size range from 5 micrometer to 1 millimeter, which includes, that is, the method is applicable to wide particle sizes. The main advantage of this method is that it is inexpensive and easy to perform. The limitations are as follows: lack of reproducibility, cleaning is necessary for each analysis and requires more space. Based on the sieving method, the powder are classified into three types, that is coarse powder, moderate fine powder and fine powder. Sedimentation method. The basic principles is that the terminal velocity of the particle in a solution increases by size. This can be achieved with the sedimentation method, which is governed by Stokes law. So, for measurement of a particle size by the sedimentation method, the apparatus used is called as Anderson pipette, which can be shown here in this diagram. Okay. The procedure is the introduction of 1 to 2% of the sample solution into the vessel. Plug the vessel with a stopper and shake for some time before placing the Anderson pipette in the vessel and allow separating the 10 ml sample at different time intervals. The retained samples are evaporated and weighed for a constant weight. The particle size is calculated by using the Stokes law. The advantages of method is relatively simple and inexpensive. This provides accuracy and reproducible values. The limitations of this method are large particle size, temperature control is necessary, particle reaggression, and less solubility of the compound. Zone sensing method. This method is commonly known as correct. In this method, the number and size of the particles which are suspended in the electrolyte solution is determined by passing through the orifice which is placed in the electrolyte solution. The electrodes are immersed in the electrolyte solution. The sample solution passes through the orifice, generally generates a voltage difference which is measured by the pulse processor. So this is how a zone sensing apparatus looks like. This is a sample solution, and upwards is the vacuum vent, and to the amplifier and counter. Then there is a stirrer and electrolyte solution orifice, and then there are those two electrodes. Light scattering method. This method is mainly based upon the principle of scattering. The particles present in the sample may absorb, reflect or refract or diffract incident light. The large particles show a small angle of scattering and a small particle show a large angle of scattering. The advantages of method are excellent reproducibility, accurate, simple to use and highly versatile. The light scattering angle difference. The incident light is applied on a large particle and there is a small angle scattering, and which is an incident light to a large angle scattering. The application size is stability studies using determination of excipient physical parameters, used in determination of the processability, using determination of the flow properties of powder, using determination of the product stability. That's all for this session. Thank you.